Well, hello, hello. Just another beautiful Saturday here for some Warlord.
Heck yeah. That's all we can ask for or something. Let me just turn
Yeah.
the music volume down just a scooch so it's not so deafening that I can't hear.
You're asking a lot here.
Alright, let me get a game started. Let me reset the timer on this. It blocks out all of the buttons so I can't actually see which ones are which.
Can't make it too easy on you.
No. Alright, let's get this fun started here. The
The
classic
Beast Master.
Ladies of the Dragon.
Yep. I named this deck on Untap. I named it Alasara of Talkir.
Oh.
Just pretending like I even know the slightest thing about Magic the Gathering past 1997. Because I believe there's some set out called Dragons of Talkir, but I don't.
It's
could be wrong
close.
about
It's
that.
Tarkir, but there's no well.
Oh, okay, see, well,
drats.
like I said, pretending I know even the slightest thing. I can't blame a guy for trying.
Yeah, I mean I could, but I'd be in the wrong.
Well, I mean, I would support you, though. That's what I'm here for.
Alright, let's do a coin toss arena for see who gets to decide on mulligan or keep first. Oh, I should have
Good.
asked. You want heads or tails?
I want tails. Okay, so you get to decide.
Yeah.
And-
I'll say you get to
and-
decide first.
Okay, all right. So, I'm looking, and I am... thinking. So, I'm thinking that I want to keep it.
I am in that same boat with you. I would also like to keep.
Alrighty then.
I
Keep it
hot
is.
niner
Ooh.
to kick it off. Oh my gosh.
And it doubled you just to rub it in, which is really rubbing it in because this deck doesn't usually win initiative. I don't know what's happening. My first action, I'm going to use Alisara's ability.
Yep,
I'm going to shuffle this character in, so I need to find a level 12 or less. See if I could find something. Do I have anything?
I don't know if
12
you
or
got
less?
anything 12 or less.
No,
Pretty sure the
no,
deck
8.
just goes 1, 2, 3, and then 12.
Yeah,
or 13.
No, they're all 18s actually. So.
Oh my gosh.
18s.
No, that was your initiative.
Oh yeah. Oh, thank you. Okay, for straightening that out. All right, so Torin comes into play, rank 3.
Alrighty, let me contemplate my life choices here. Yep,
Yes.
they're okay. I'm going to use Iliora's ability and reveal a planar character from my hand. And give all of my Free Kingdoms characters +2 attack, AC, and skill. Or no skill, just attack and AC.
Yeah. Okay. And the Escarite Sentry is the one that
If it's the
you
first
gain
turn he goes
AC,
in,
yeah.
characters get +2
Yeah.
AC, and on the Nightfall, if there's 2 or more sentries, all of my characters while in play are lycanthropes.
Yeah, okay. I remember that guy. He's crazy.
He's so silly.
Good old Epic Edition cards.
Yeah.
That power creep was serious.
do-
I'm gonna use Torin. We are going to discard. I think we're gonna discard a bodyguard and keep my top 5.
Haha, you fool. I purposely built this deck to not actually do anything against
Just you wish.
far range.
Yeah, right. I built this deck to gain a bunch of bonuses to attack and AC, and then you use all range strikes. uh, okay. I like what I'm seeing here. I like it. I will pick up this card.
So I'm trying something a little bit different with the counters that I'm using. So the counters that have like 4, 4, and 2, which is going to be red for attack, gold for AC, and blue for skill. Those are the bonuses my lycanthropes are getting. The other 2 off to the side, just currently showing attack and AC at 2 and 2, is what all Free Kingdoms characters are getting if they're not lycanthropes.
You're non-lycanthropes. Got it. Okay, sounds good. I will keep note of that.
Alright, let's do a thing, I guess. Let's put Gladys McKnight in. I don't know why I said McKnight. And we'll move back one of your Maziran traders.
I have a clue as to why you said that.
Well,
okay,
the Mick part I don't know, but Gladys Knight definitely.
I mean, she's got a very, like, Irish look to her in the artwork, so it only makes sense.
There you go.
All right, I will fall up with a will-o-wisp. And then I will play meet at the end with the other will-o-wisp.
Alright, I will happily take a card off of that.
I had a feeling you would. Who doesn't like?
You know what? I'm going to reciprocate the feeling. And
Yes.
Yscarate Sentry is going to meet at the end.
Yes. Oh, that makes me happy. Okay.
I don't like that.
That makes me very happy. All right. I'm going to.
That means what you peaked was pretty good.
Yeah. I think it was good. I'm going to spend back Torin Yaskar to my 4th rank.
Mm-hmm. Let me contemplate what the next move for me is going to be. Alright, we're going to spend Gladys to have her cast Mudslick. We'll push back one of your other front rank Maziran traders.
Okay. And I will follow up with another will-o-wisp.
Mm-hmm.
Good old Mudslick. I was running that card in my Alex Venator deck.
Okay.
For the Medusan tournament. Just one copy, but it was fun to just pull out every once in a while.
A Titan.
I'll play Titan in the
Alright.
5th.
Classic.
Le Titan.
Adastaios. Titan was one of my favorite characters when it came out.
I always love that guy, yeah. And the fact that he's not unique is just extra fun. You know?
Yeah.
It took him a long time to make any other non-unique 5th levels.
Oh, yeah.
It was not until Epic Edition, as a matter of fact. I'm going to play Carcass Worm in the 6th.
Carcassonne. That's a good game.
It is a good game.
Let's put a Grihilga into play.
Grihilga. Okay. I'm going to spend Alisara to cast Rise and Obey.
No!
Yeah. And I'm going to find a character such as this and put it in my hand.
Seems fair.
I thought you'd like it.
I'm going to use the Order on Grihilga, and we'll flip the top card of our decks.
Okay, let's see it. Flip top. Do you like my summon ally?
Nah.
Better or
I'm gonna
worse
have
than
us
your cohort's arc?
discard both of these.
Okay. Draw to discard.
Boop.
Summon ally, no. I'm going to equip a Carabrus Signet to Titan.
Gotcha. Can only imagine what this spells.
might be a thing. There might be
Let's
things
have
coming.
Bakbu swap places with Arstaios, if it lets me actually move it. There we go.
He is immovable. It's one of the crazier art pieces in this game. like, is he fighting with the bees or?
I can't remember what the action that like the original
gathering
art was
them?
from, but I don't know if it's the bees or the dude. I'm gonna go with it's the bees.
You know, with all those strikes, yeah, it seems like it could be the bees. Yeah. In which case, then why is it? Yeah. Anyway, I solve questions.
It's one dude that turns into a bunch of bees.
I'm gonna pop that signet. You guessed it, to play Morgan de Danan in the 7th.
Counter spell. I'll tap 2 blue mana.
Okay. I will counter that counter spell.
Ah, damn it.
And add it to the stack.
Oh. Alright, let's do a +7 on Yes Great Sentry.
On what?
Nope. +7 on the... I don't know why I said Sentry, I meant Will-O-Wisp.
Okay. I kind of deduced that by the fact that you rolled without asking me if I wanted to spend a trader, but yeah, okay.
Yeah.
We're good. All right, well, I'm going to play Supremus in the third rank. Excuse me.
I don't think I can win now, but we'll try.
I mean, it's hard to get a more perfect hand than this.
Yeah, let's go on a Will-O-Wisp +7. That'll do 1 wound.
Boom. Will-O-Wisp. Ready for the pièce de résistance?
Is it
Are you
another
ready?
Supremus?
Nope. It's a jump. Supremus is casting jump.
I like
to
it.
move forward. 1 rank, I'll correct with the Myzerian trainer.
You don't want to correct with the Supremus? That seems like the correct move. But, I'm just biased.
Maybe a little.
What does he do? 3 wounds a hit?
Yeah.
I guess let's go on a Myzerian trader with a +7, the spent one.
Okay.
That will hit.
Heck yeah. That will hit real good. Okay, let's take 5 consecutive +9 range strikes, shall we? So
No.
you've got +4 AC on all of your...
Lycanthropes.
And that ability stacks, doesn't it? So each one in the discard gives you +2 to your...
Yeah, because it says
characters.
while it's in play or while it's in discard, not while 1 or more.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Okay, so +9 at one of those dudes who is currently 16 AC.
Yuppers.
So I need a 7. That's a miss. Let's try that again. That's a hit for 3.
And that'll be... Come on, go in the discard. Who's a good little Yes Great Sentry? Oh my
So
god,
now...
if it'll let me... Gladys Knight. There we go. So now
And
they're
then
all...
puts you up to 6 and 4. 6 for lycanthropes, 4 for everyone else, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so third strike is a +9 going at Gladys, who is a lycanthrope. So need a 10 or better. Nope. 4th, same target.
There
Yes.
you go.
And then 5th, we'll go at one of those sentries that's left.
Mm-hmm.
And that is a miss, right? Nope, that's a hit on the dot.
It's +9. You roll the 9, 18. Yep, that should do it. Boop. We will have this gentleman fall to correct ranks.
Is he a gentleman, or is he a swarm of angry hornets?
A swarm of gentlemen, as you would.
swarm of angry yellow and black gentlemen.
I'm gonna spend and then have Grihilga just stun all the way to the front.
Okay. I'm gonna do something similar with Carcass Worm, but not quite to the front.
Yeah, she didn't quite go to the front either. She just went to rank 2.
Yeah.
Let's put... Let's do a symbol of unity.
Aw. That's very heartwarming.
It's what I'm about, or something.
What does it even do? Once the terrorist spend a cleric in your army and name a subclass,
Yep.
which can be read archetype now.
Mhm.
Until the end of turn, characters in your army with that archetype have +2 attack AC skill for each faith set item. Nice. Okay.
I do not believe Lycanthrope is considered an archetype.
You're right. That's background trait now, isn't it?
Which is weird, but what do I know?
Yeah, well, I guess it never was a subclass either, so I suppose there's that. Not like it changed the functionality of the symbol of unity, but yeah.
Yeah, but that's
I
okay.
getcha.
That's why there's that dude that makes all Lycanthrope Rangers and all Rangers Lycanthropes.
There you go. All right. I'm spending back the traitor from my second to third and stunning up Carcass Worm again.
I am gonna have Beastmaster move up. We'll have Grihilga stun up, and this will follow the Bakbu up.
Yes. Come to Supremus. I will spend back the other traitor, stun up Carcass Worm again.
Sure. Let's put a Kiro into play, or Karo, or whatever. We'll do the react and have Grihilga permanently get +1 hit point.
Yeah, rocking the 4 hit points.
Hell yeah. I gotta
Okay,
do something to stave off 3 wounds a hit.
Yeah.
It's not looking good, but...
I mean, it is something. I'll pass.
1 second. I, as always, forgot to start the timer. Even though I
whoops.
mentioned it.
You did.
But we've
yeah,
been
you've
playing
talking
for
about
like
it.
15 minutes, so...
Yeah, let's call it that. Yeah, that sounds good.
Alright, Karo is gonna try to go up. There we go. Karo has moved.
With untap, it's always an attempt. I'm gonna make an attempt here. I'll pass.
I will pass as well.
Right. Well, now I know I'm not drawing a summon ally. Actually, I think there are 2 in the deck. It would have been funny if I did, but just to prove myself wrong.
Oh, well, look at that. It
Hey, look.
did. Oh.
And this time, I more than tripled your roll, so
Yep.
So there.
Oh, that's salty.
yeah, it is a bit.
Oh, hold on. I guess this guy has tapped Mr. Bakbu
Yeah.
instead of stunned.
Okay. Well, you've got 2 or more sentries in the discard, so now Grihilga is a lycanthrope.
It's true.
Because it's not even all your free kingdoms. It's just all of them.
True story.
Okay, well, let's just kick things off, shall we? Let's say 5 consecutive +9 range strikes for 3 wounds each. We will go here first. I need 9 or better if I'm counting correctly.
Uh-huh.
That's a miss. Let's
I'm
try
okay
again.
with that.
How about that? miss even worse.
Am I gonna
Let's
get
try
lucky?
again.
Oh my
Miss
god.
even worse. Look, if you add all of those together, I barely just hit once. 4th strike.
Oh,
there's
there we
3 wounds
go.
on him.
Unfortunately, he does not survive.
Not anymore. And then last one, we'll go ahead and go at Grihilga, which needs an 8 or better.
That's
3
3 wounds.
And look at her, still living. She's like, "What you got, Suprema?"
She's living in sin with a safety pin.
Is that what she's doing? I always wondered what she was doing in that
Just
picture.
shouting Cleveland rocks, Cleveland rocks. Let's do Mass Blessing on the front rank.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Oh, right. Aristios is in play, so lycanthropes aren't getting +2 attack anymore. Boop.
I will
No, don't.
discard a card to Torin.
Yep.
It needs exhaustion. We don't need that.
Excellent. Or something.
Or something. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Much better than exhaustion.
You know what
Okay.
this deck needs that I wouldn't use against you is Blood Beneath the Wings.
Yeah.
Because that would not be ideal.
Feel free to use it against me. Don't
If it
get
was
me
in the
wrong.
deck, I would still probably not do that.
It is a great card, though. I love that card.
Oh, yeah. Let's go for Naraya Scar, making all my Lycanthropes Rangers and vice versa.
Okie doke. Let us. I think we're gonna spend Alisara for Rise and Obey.
Yeah, I got nothing against that.
Okay.
Clearly,
You
this
guess
deck
who's
is
coming?
not designed for that. Yeah, probably another Morgan Didanon.
No, I don't need more than one of her. She's still unique. Well, I guess she's not actually, but not technically.
Well, she's got Dragon Lord and Overlord, even
Yeah.
though one of those will probably be dropping. I don't know why they want to do that. Seems a little insane to me, but, you know.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess it does even the playing field with all the existing Dragon Lords.
Yeah.
Because it was kind of weird how some of them had it, some of them didn't.
Yeah, I think it was like the very early on ones didn't quite have it, but then they started upping the power. Like, I think the first couple didn't. I could be wrong on that.
Well, the second one to exist was Draxon, and he did.
Oh, did he? Okay.
So yeah, it could just be from the second one on, but I don't recall. I feel like there was another one that's not, but
Yeah, I thought there
I
was
don't know.
two.
I only play with Morgan and occasionally Draxon, so
I mean, I
Those
could
only
see it for
characters.
specifically the Warlords that are Warlord Overlords. Because a lot
Yeah.
of them are kind of underwhelming as an Overlord.
yeah. Yeah.
But you got your Supremus, and I'll do a Mighty +8 on a... Well, let's see if I can't hit a Carcass Worm.
Yeah, might as well. You got dragons, might as well punch them.
Hey!
Heck yeah. Ooh. Carcass Worm is angry.
Oh
Okay.
no, he's almost dead.
Any moment now, he's gonna be dead. All right, I will spend up a Myzerian Trader and correct with a Myzerian Trader.
Oh man, I can't imagine why you would do such a thing. It's almost like you got a
I know.
Supremus in your hand that's going to go into rank 3 or something.
What do I need an open spot in rank 3 for? I can't think of anything.
I'm going to go with Hamdrya in 5th.
Well, what? A humdinger?
That's a humdinger.
Never even seen this guy. What is he? Oh man, Druid monster unique, may not equip items. I feel you there. Spend order target any number of characters you control within 2 ranks. Each target must succeed with a skill check. DC 17, 12 if the target is a monster or lycanthrope. To move forward or backward 1 rank. Ooh, look at him go.
It's actually kind
like that
of
guy.
cool movement.
Yeah, that's just pretty cool movement. It's like a once per turn battle plans.
Yeah.
Which is one of my favorite actions. All right, I'm gonna play Supremus in the 3rd.
Oh, I knew that
I know.
guy was coming.
I know. Surprise.
All right, I am going to use the spend order on Hamdryer. I'm going to target the Caro, Naro, and Hamdrya. We'll start with the first DC on Hamdrya.
Okay.
Oh, look, he succeeded at 12. He'll move up. Next one we'll do is on... Let's do the Caro next. They did not succeed. Shame on you, Caro. But on Naro... Oh my god.
Oh.
Also,
they just weren't having it. They're like, I'll move when I want to move.
I gotta say, I was sad because I forgot completely that there was the helmet in this for Free Kingdoms when it's equipped to someone that makes it so all of your Free Kingdoms ignore critical failures. And it made me so sad.
Oh. Oh, that's great. And you forgot that you had it equipped?
No, I didn't know it existed until like after this stack was submitted. We were
Oh,
like 2 rounds in, and I'm like, that would have been perfect. All I have to do is not miss most of the time when I'm rolling.
yeah, that would have been perfect. I'm moving up Supremus.
That's crazy.
I know. Look at him. Look at him go. It's like he's eager or something.
I don't know what he would be eager for. Just give him stealth, and I'm fucked. Um,
I might.
let's spend up Naro. We'll fall, and we'll just stun up Caro.
Yeah. Well, here's some fun.
Oh, I rolled
Let's
for
equip
Naro,
Lord.
but I got a natural 1 resto.
And let's equip an Orb of Dragonkind to my Dragon Lord. I'm going to move it over here and add a 4 token to it to remind myself that that is my hand size now. In case I need to draw cards again.
I'm gonna put mentorship on my Warlord.
Nice.
So
Okay.
now it's got no extra hit points, but slightly higher AC. I'll be honest, I'm basically dead at this point.
Well, I can help you with that. Already, Supremus.
You know what? Let's meet at the end off of Yuskarite Sentry.
Excellent.
It just give you more ammo.
I did need another Supremus before this game ends. But,
Okay.
no, I don't need it. I'm going to take 5 consecutive +9 range strikes into your second rank. First one targeting your Warlord.
Huh. That's crazy. 21 AC.
What is AC? 21? Okay.
2 because he's a
right.
lycanthrope, 3 from the mentorship, and then the base 16.
Okay, so 5 chances out of 12.
Oh, I'm sorry. 2 from Symbol of Unity, 23.
Oh, okay.
I forgot that
5
gives an
chances
armor
at
bonus.
a 14 or better. Okay, so number 1 is a no-go.
Mm-hmm.
Number 2 is a no-go. These Supremacists are rolling high. Number 3, that'll do it.
All right, I am going to make a play and see if I can reflect one of the wounds back to Supremus. I'm just hoping you roll a 1 is really all it is, because the skill's
Hey.
pretty low. It's
Let's see it.
19. Yeah.
Well, I got a 24.
I was
so-
like, that's my savings grace, and maybe you missed the other ones.
Worth a shot, right? Worth a
Hey.
shot.
They say you miss every shot you don't take, but I'm also a firm
There you go.
believer that that is actually an unknowable thing.
Well, that's fair. Yeah, it's like the Schrodinger's shot.
Shot.
We'll have to contact Wayne Gretzky about that.
I feel like that's the kind of like thing you do on like a shot roulette. Oh, what are you doing? Schrodinger's shot. What's it filled with? Could be poison. Could be alcohol.
Could be-
Technically, alcohol
Yeah.
is a poison, though.
Depends. Yeah, right. Yeah, joke's on you. All right, so you want to call the coin? I got a toss right here.
I will say
I do.
tails.
And you'll be
Yeah, I am gonna mulligan
Alright.
first.
Okay.
Cause see you later, hand.
See you later.
I don't need that many cohorts arc in an opening hand.
Yeah, you know, I'm feeling the mulligan too. I will follow suit.
This is a toughie. I'm gonna keep this. Just debating on what I want to tuck under because I want to keep all 5.
Yeah, that is the problem, isn't it?
All right, we'll tuck that one.
And I'm gonna I'm gonna send this one to the bottom.
All right.
Okay.
Let's.
And initiative.
Oh yeah.
Oh, wow.
18. Oh, I matched
Wow.
you finally.
Look at us go.
11.
That time I got exactly 1 times your roll.
I won an initiative.
4. You did. You won. You won already. It is 1.
I am a wiener. Let's start with mass blessing on that front rank.
Yes. Hello, Mass Blessing.
Gotta
Okay.
add my account.
While you find your assorted counters. I'm going to use Elisar's ability, and once again shuffle in this little guy, Supremus. And
Just a little guy.
I will shuffle in, yeah, just a little guy. And I will trade my level 12 for a level 3.
Oh, I almost noticed a pattern. It's like you go for that guy pretty often.
Yeah. I mean, it depends on the hand. I
can't
have
imagine.
options, but he's a good one.
Duplicate. You're not getting any bonuses, but it was just easier to duplicate. Alright, so clone this up as well. Do a 5 on there. Alright, and let's just do a +8 on a Maziran Trader.
Okay, he will cancel and run around.
I disagree that I tucked wrong. The only way for me to determine that I did tuck wrong is if the top card I draw is a Grihilga. But Y, I'm pretty sure, is the send to bottom hotkey. Yep, send to bottom is
Alright.
Y.
Is it? Yeah, that's handy. That's good to know. So I'm going to use Torin. I'm going to discard Blink and Peep top 5. If only there was a hotkey for Peep top 5.
It is left click and then hit the peep counter up to 5 and then click peep. It's not really that much of a hotkey. It's more several hotkeys.
It's more like just do it. Yeah. Okay, I got my card.
All right, let's do on the spent Maziran Trader a +8. Boop. 18.
Way dead. Okay, I'm going to spend back Alisara to my 4th.
Let's go on another trader.
And he will cancel and do the double step.
Word.
I will play Titan in the 5th. The pattern continues.
I'm gonna put a Patu Minaka into play. And well, it doesn't matter. I don't have anything to fetch out from my discard back into deck.
Yeah.
He's just there. He's hanging out.
If only he worked on Mass Blessings too.
Oh,
Shuffle
right.
a Lycanthrope or Mass Blessing from the discard pile into your deck. I'm going to play Shadow Blaze in the 6th.
Resto has wanted me to advise. Please let Russell know that even though his name on here is Man Among Kings, it reads as Mana Mung Kings and makes me think of some really strange sports team in the Accord Lands.
Okay, yeah, duly noted. Thank you, Resto. I've also heard that people think my name is Mana Monkey, which I also appreciate. It would work for me,
Hell yeah, who didn't like Sung Wukong?
Yeah, but you know what? I'm happy with any of them. They're all good with me.
All right.
So I think it's your
Shadow
turn, right?
Blaze. Yep.
Yeah, I play Shadow Blaze.
I'm gonna move back Patu Mananaka. I don't actually know how to say his name, so I'm just gonna call him Patu.
Mana. Okay. I'm gonna play. I'm gonna play a Carabrus' Signet on Titan. Just because the pattern continues.
Banyan. Everybody's favorite lycanthrope, but he's not really a lycanthrope, but he helps out everybody else.
Yeah.
I have no respect for the person you just referenced, Resto.
I'm gonna pass. Who did you reference?
Haktua Petu. That I don't like that person. She's just a scam artist scumbag. I don't like people who do like the whole scam coin and shit like that.
Is that who that is? I don't even know.
There was like a whole thing where she did an interview, and it's like, how do you get your guy to something like that? And she's like, you got to spit on that Hawk too. And then she started making a bunch of like meme coin pump and dump stuff.
Yeah, okay. I know who that is now.
Yeah.
I'm not that old. I know what the kids are doing these days with the memes.
Hey, I'm not that old either.
I pass. Okay.
All right. Let's have Banyan the Canyon just move up into that front rank. I'm gonna move these gentlemen over here. So that way there's
I'm on pass again.
I think I will join you in that endeavor.
Hooray!
Hurrah!
Everybody pass. Okay. Move my little 0 tokens. Draw my bob. Roll my die.
19.
Ooh,
what?
Look at that. I stepped my game up. I was like, I guess the 18s aren't cutting it anymore.
You were nice enough to let me win one initiative.
I was. And look who it is.
Oh, that's convenient.
I know. It's extremely convenient. I mean, I don't know if there's a way to cheat in Untap, but if there is, you should probably look into that as to whether or not I am.
He admitted. No, I'm just...
He admitted there might be something that you could do in Untap, perhaps.
I'm going to kick off with Iliora revealing a planner and giving all my guys and gals +2s.
Beautiful. I like how Iliora has like Shadowfax in her picture.
Yep.
Kind of makes me happy. Okay, I'm gonna play. And let me see. You've got cleric lycanthropes, so they have +1 hit point and an extra strike when they attack.
Correct.
Okay. Then in that case, I'm going to play Silverbane in my 3rd rank. Who gives my Will-O-Wisps -3 attack and -3 AC.
But they're evil.
Yeah.
I am going to put a Mass Blessing down on the front rank.
Okay. Just gonna clone him to remind myself that there might be some minuses flying around.
True.
Okay, he's going to order forward and then spend forward, and still the only characters he's affecting are my 2 Will-O-Wisps.
Also true. Let's try and do some strikes. We'll go for a Silverbane on the first strike,
okay,
which is +10.
Yeah.
So 12
You
or
got a
better.
10 and then a 9.
Ooh.
Boom.
And then 9 again on Silverbane. I think it was his name, right? Yeah.
Yeah. 13 or better. Look at that.
On the
Ooh.
nosy.
Got him. Look at that. That's your sentries like. Bring it on, Silverbane.
Thanks, Daddy Banyan.
Pretty much. All right. I'm going to play Pyrothraxis in my 3rd.
That's no good. So you can go up to 2 whole ranks.
Yeah, you can. He's so good.
I don't like him.
Yeah,
I'm biased.
fair.
I'm fighting against him.
That's
Let's try and do some more hits on Silverbane with another Yes Great Sentry.
Okay.
First one will not make it. Second one. That should hit.
Heck yeah. Okay. I'm going to use Pyro's order to move on up and add 1 more character to the list of characters with -3/-3. See, you give your characters bonuses. I give my characters minuses.
Oh, great. 2 wounds, any number of equipment. Okay. It's been a hot minute since I've seen dragons against me.
Yeah.
Let's go on Pyrothraxis, because he's only got a 20 AC right now.
Yep.
So, plus 10? No, plus 9?
Oh.
No!
Oh, see, should have gone for the higher AC. You were doing great.
I shouldn't have said only 20. That was the bane.
Yeah, that was.
Just shot myself in the foot with it.
I'm going to use Torrent. I'm going to discard Jump to peep my top 5.
And all 4 supremacists will be on the bottom of your deck.
They may be. They may be.
I'm an optimist. That's all I can tell you.
I'm going to take this card.
Let's do Gladys Knight, who will react, move up the Bakbu, and then we'll just... Oh, he doesn't stun. He just falls to ring 3.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I will go ahead and use Pyrothraxis' other order and target Banyan with the 10 skill, with a DC 23 magic save, or suffer 2 wounds. Oh, there we go. Could have had plus 50 skill.
I want to talk about
Because because you don't have the helm.
Thanks for rubbing salt in the wound.
I know. I'm sorry. I take it back. I take it back.
No. The damage is already done. Let's do... This will be a plus 7 on Pyrothraxis. 23.
That's more than enough to hit.
And another plus 7. No.
That's not enough. Okay. So here's the beauty. I may have had all 4 supremacists on the bottom of the deck,
But you've got a
with
Rise and Obey.
Alisara, no, with Alisara, I could just have a free shuffle any old time. I'm gonna shuffle in Blackwind to my deck.
Oh, and shuffle them all
find a
back on the bottom
character.
again. I see.
Maybe. But I'm gonna retrieve this character of equal or lower level and put him
Yep.
into play, and then shuffle the deck. He's my anti-Silverbane dragon.
He's your pro Bane.
Yeah, he's my gold bane.
Let's put our Styos down.
Okay, let's find out if the supremacists are back on the bottom of the deck or not. I'm gonna meet the end with this Will-O-Wisp.
Sounds good. I'll draw that card.
Especially because I like the idea of Will-O-Wisps just like walking into a bar, you know? And the bartender saying, hey, we don't serve your kind here.
And then it just leads all the patrons away into their death.
Yeah.
Classic joke.
Classic.
I'm going to use the spend order from Kieran, spending Eliora, discarding this gentleman, searching my deck for a Lycanthrope or Lycanthrope form. But let's be honest. Why did I flip the top card? I'm having a day.
What happens?
I mean, it's going to shuffle anyway, so it didn't matter.
Yeah, fair enough.
And we'll get another Arstyos.
Okay, another Ari. Okay, I am going to order Golden Peak forward.
Mm-hmm. We'll put Arstyos down, and he gets to go in 5th. Because he is level 5. Now they're all level 6.
Yeah, that's schmancy.
Hey, that's the wall of text that is Aristios.
I was like, I didn't even get that far, and that's at the beginning. I'm gonna spend Morrigan to cast Conjuration.
Nice. I can only imagine what you're gonna get.
Yeah, it's got to be level 11 or less, so that does narrow down the choices. We'll get an Orb of Dragonkind.
If only she was a summoner, she could play it as though she was level 2. I'm just saying.
Yeah, that's I always hate that like what terrible synergy on itself. Like why would you want to play a second as second level on a second level? Like you want higher level characters.
I'm gonna put a Cohort's Arc into play on the Warlord.
Another faith set item. Once per turn, spend a cleric in your army search your deck. I was having trouble with that.
Oh, you're
For
fine.
a faith set item, put it into your hand. Once per turn, spend a cleric in your army. Character may use abilities on faith set items an additional time. Nice. I did always like those set items that they came out with. That was one Epic Edition thing that I thought was really well done.
Oh yeah.
And then they kind of just went nowhere with it. After, like, they released a few and then they were like, okay, we're done.
Yeah. I mean, I think they did that as kind of like a theme thing for it.
Yeah.
I will say the only one I hated was
Ooh.
Did untap go out for you as well? I'm going to pause the timer.
It just did. Yeah. Let's see. See if it comes back. Okay, I'm back in the login screen.
Okay, the game is still there.
Oh, is it? Okay, yeah, there it is. Yeah.
Let me see if
I didn't see it yet.
Okay, it did enter. It just took a second.
Okay.
All right, you back in?
No, mine's still.
Okay.
I press the enter game, but it's still It's still waiting. I'm awaiting entry. It says 2 of 2 players on my screen, but it doesn't show me the game. Here it is. Okay, now I'm back. And my Orb of Dragonkind went back in my hand. Interestingly. Okay. I'll put that out again, and then
back on.
Yeah, and then I'm not sure if it was your action or my action. I don't remember.
Let me see. So Orb of Dragonkind was the last thing that was done. Yep.
Well, I just put it
I'm saying like Orb of Dragonkind got fetched, you shuffled it, and then you moved it from play to hand after I probably put in the Cohort's Arc. Yeah, Cohort's Arc, and then you moved it from hand to play, so
that seems like
so then it would be your action.
Well, what? Because retrieving it was one action, and
Conjuration, you get the orb, so it goes from deck to hand. Because you showed it in play, then it went from play to hand, and then I played the Cohort's Arc, and then you moved. It showed move orb from Dragonkind
by our
hand to play.
powers of deduction.
Yep.
Okay. So then, all right, my action is going to be to spend a Golden Beak.
No. More like Golden Jerk. High fives, anybody? No?
I mean, he's like one of the only good aligned dragons, so he's probably not that big.
Yeah,
you never know.
I think there might be one other, but I think it's one of the factioned ones. And I don't know if that's certain.
Besides the 2 I have out? Yeah, I
think the Freak one is good, but I could be incorrect on that.
Yeah, the Freak one and the Dwarf one, they're both good.
I am going to put another Faith set item, Ruby Staff of Selection, on my Warlord.
You didn't even have to search for it.
Right? It's right there. Right for the picking.
Yeah, it is. So I'm going to use Golden Peak's other order to give plus 3
move
plus
backward
3.
1 rank. I like it.
I'm going to give plus 3 attack, AC, and skill to all of the characters sharing a rank with him right now.
Such as net neutral, the evil, and the good ones are beefy. Wow, look at that. Miziran Trader has a -4 attack now. He's too strong.
Yeah. Look at him go. And he's got 3 skill.
Oh my god.
Look out, world. Look out.
He's way too powerful for me. I can't deal with this.
This is it. I could. The rest of your characters were no problem for me, but that Miziran Trader.
I am going to use the order on the Cohort's Arc, and to search for a Faith set item, we'll spend Gladys Knight.
Alrighty.
And we'll get the last piece. Symbol of Unity.
There you go.
Shuffled into my hand.
Okay, let's take some swings that are back up to plus 11s.
No.
Yeah, this is your doing.
So
Okay, so plus 11. We're going at Banyan here, who is what is he? He's 21.
21 AC.
25? Oh, just 21. Okay, yeah, because he's not a lycanthrope.
All right.
Okie doke.
So
So the wait.
23
but he
AC.
does-
I forgot the 2
Yeah,
from
he-
Eleora as well as the 5 from Mass Blessing.
Yeah. Okay, so
12.
so yes, 23 AC. So yes, need 12s or better. So first swing. That's a
Damn
hit.
you.
Okay. Little known fact: Parathraxis is vegan, so he was looking at Banyan. Like,
Oh, well then I guess he
with those
screwed
eyes,
on
you
the Yes Great Sentries, right?
yeah. Now he's not gonna like it, but he'll eat them if he has to.
They also have 23 armor right now, I think.
They're
Let me make sure.
they're also
21 armor.
they also look like they could be like part mushroom or something. So Parathraxis is alright with it. So yeah, he's gonna go. Oh yeah, they are 21, huh? He's gonna go for this one. 10 or better.
No.
Yes.
It's not Daybreak either.
I know. And then next one, the last one, 10 or better again. Whoa, look at Parathraxis go.
Man, hitting all of the things.
Yes.
What's it like?
Well, that's, it's still new to me, so I'm used to rolling 2s with my Supremacists.
Alright, just... Oh my god. Untap. There we go. Alright, let's do Symbol of Unity on Beastmaster.
Doke. I will use Morgan's once per turn order. Put this card into play face down, and we'll replace it with this helpful little card right here, the Dragon token in rank 3.
I'm going to use the order on the Symbol of Unity, spending Bakbu, and name Druid, so my Druids are getting +6 attack AC and skill right now.
Beautiful. Okay.
Oh, I don't want to create another set of counters.
Yeah, don't do it. I'll make it easy on you and not attack you again.
So we'll just do
turn.
this. And I'll put a note for Druid.
Okay. I'm gonna ready Silverbane. No, am I? No,
I don't...
Yeah, his attacks are better than Parathraxis. Yeah, so I am.
I'm going to move up Aristios.
Okay, Silverbane's gonna flex his jaw muscles here. So you have 2 druids in front. So what the heck is their ACs?
So they're both lycanthropes, so they've got a +10 to AC with the Mass Blessing +15 to their AC.
Beautiful.
So 28 and 27 respectively. For Gladys is 28 and Yescarite is the 27.
Okay, so we'll go for Yescarite, and I need a 15 or better. First swing. Nope. Second swing. Nope. Third swing. Nope.
You go, Yescarite. Oh, actually, I technically don't need these counters anymore either because everything is a lycanthrope.
Yeah. It's true.
Get out of here, counters. I'm gonna pass.
Okay. Should I just? I got a few more actions. Should I just go?
Yeah,
through
just
them?
keep. I can't do anything unless you make me
I'll
do a
order up-
react or something. Really.
Dragon. I'll stun up. Oops. No. Whoop. Hold on. Stun up a couple people.
Yep.
Then spend up dragon.
I think you should stun your
Then-
warlord, but I'm an optimist.
You know,
I mean, that's
it
not really
does sound
optimism at
fun.
all, but
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't think that's optimism, but I don't know. I like it anyway.
it was bad timing. I was
S-
taking a drink of a monster while you made me laugh.
Well, as long as I get to go back and watch the VOD on that.
Thankfully, you didn't
Um,
snort out. That could have been bad.
Fair enough. Okay, and then I think I'm. Wait, hold that thought. Why would I go and waste my most powerful of all Myzerian traders? I'm gonna take a swing
Uh-oh.
right here.
Uh-oh. I was going to
Missed
cry on the inside
with-
if you got a natty 20.
With a -1. Well, I got another chance for it. No. Okay. All right. Now I'm done.
Resto, boo. He told me to stop drinking monsters and start drinking lycanthropes like a real man. It's a bad
Well,
Resto.
You can always hope.
True.
Okay. Remove.
Blue.
Managed to not get any supremacists last turn. Let's see what happens now.
I mean, things are kind of looking grim for me as it is, so not getting the supremacist is just like a, hey, I finished this candy bar. There might be a little chocolate you can lick out.
Well, you are an optimist. Okay, so you win the initiative. See, there you go again.
Ugh. Let's use... Let me mark these down by 2. If it lets me... So lycanthropes actually are getting +6 bonus to attack between the two Arstios. Alright, I am gonna name... No, I'm not gonna name anything. Sorry, this is slightly
got a lot
difficult
going
for
on.
me to think
Yeah.
what the correct
okay.
move is.
Oh, good.
Yeah, you know what? Let's do Arstios dirty and have him stun to the front.
Okay. He's not
As
a
he
druid.
is level 6 right now because there are 2 Arstioses into play, he does have a 3rd hit point, just as a heads up.
Okay, thank you. Yes, because I wasn't going to read that far. I needed the TLDR.
You're welcome. So
Thank you.
the skinny of it is while he's in play, Arstios has +1 level anywhere. So whether it's deckhand discard or in play, he's got a +1 level, which is why I have to put him up a level. While he's considered level 6, he gets an extra hit point. He also gets an additional melee strike base +2 for each other Arstios in play, and then all lycanthropes, regardless of his level, get +2 attack. And his spend react is reduce the entering level of a lycanthrope by 1.
Yeah. Okay, got it. I'm going to spend up Will-O-Wisp. The real power play.
I am going to spend Bakbu, and I am going to name Ranger for Symbol of Unity.
Okay, and that is that all your peeps, or is that
Not currently.
okay? It's currently none of your peeps.
Right. Which should give you an inkling of, what might be in my hand.
Yeah, maybe. I'm gonna play Supremus in the 3rd.
Let's put Naro Yaskar into play, so all of my dudes are Rangers now.
Ta-da! Okay, I'm gonna spend Supremus on up to the front.
Boop, boop, a doop, boop. Let's put Gladys down, and we'll have her react to move Naro up 1 rank.
Yeah. So all of your characters currently have
+12 attack, +8 AC, and +8 skill.
pretty good. That's pretty good. Okay. I'm gonna use Golden Peak's order to give +3, +3, +3 to all my dragons in the front. I mean, all my characters in the front.
Yeah. I guess let's try and do a +13 on. Golden Peak. So
Okay.
it's currently got a 22 AC, right?
Yep. So you need a 9.
I added 1 to that 9.
You did. Yeah. Just you added
to the front of it.
You added A1 to that 9. Okay. I'm going to everyone's got 8 skill as well.
Mm-hmm. 2 from the Warlord, 2 from the Unity.
Yeah, I like that. Well, let's test your skill. I'll go for DC 23 on that 14 skill Aristios.
Bam. Passed.
26. Yeah.
I did a thing.
You did.
I'm going to use the order on Staff of Ruby bloop de blop because words are hard. I'm going to make Beastmaster a Cantor.
Oh, you are you?
I might.
He seems like he's got some mentorship in mind.
How did you know that I have that? Because I played it last time.
Yeah, that might have clued me in. Okay. Let's go ahead and take some swings. These are +12s.
All right.
So, where do I want them to go? Let's go here because I only need an 8 or better.
All right.
So first swing there. That's a hit.
That'll hit.
I wasted my good roll.
Oh my god, let me stun this guy. Alright. There we go.
That was the real reason I went for him because I wanted to make you have to shuffle your ranks around.
Dick. No,
the true power play. The second +12 is going here, which means I need a 9.
Mm-hmm.
No, and then we'll try that again. Need a 9 still. Yes.
I am going to use the react on my Warlord and have you do a DC 18 or stun, hoping you roll really badly.
Sounds good. Yeah, I've got 14 skills, so I need a 4 or better. Ooh. If I didn't have the +3 from Golden Peak, I would have failed that. Golden Peak for the win.
Let's put a ham dryer into play.
Ham dryer. I think his name changes every single time you play him.
It's true. It's the beauty of his name.
Yeah, I like it. Okay, let's go ahead and ready Supremacists.
That seems like a cheater move, but I approve.
It is a bit like a cheater move.
Let's mentorship on. We'll do it on Yeldrick. So now he's got that bonus hit point as well. Because he's a canter.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I think the canter is only an additional melee strike. I messed that up. I always get that confused.
Oh, yeah, you sure did. Also, I didn't kill you as fast as...
I mean, I still would have been dead, let's be honest.
Yeah, I guess we could probably go with that. But
Things were not looking up for me.
let's go ahead and take melee strikes with Supremus.
Yeah.
He's 15, 15, 9, 9. So the first 15 is going here,
Mm-hmm.
which means I need a 9 or better. That is a hit
3
for 3.
wounds. All right.
Then the next 15 is going here,
Mm-hmm.
which means I need a 6 or better. Wait, am I right? Yeah. No, an 8 or better. No? A 7 or better. I can math. I can really math. 7 or better for 3 wounds. Yes.
I'm laughing with you. I promise.
Well, I'm laughing at me, but you're welcome to laugh with me.
Oh my god. Where's it going? There it is. All right. And you got one more strike. Well, two more.
Okay. Um, and is Aristiles still? Does he
No,
still
he's
have his
only got 2
bonuses?
hit points.
Okay. In fact, did the last one? Because you only had the 2 Aristioses in play, so he would have only had +1 level, right?
Oh yeah, I
It
guess that's true. Yeah.
doesn't. I mean, wouldn't have
Yeah.
affected anything
Right.
at this point. But okay.
Because
So
it is for each
next,
other.
yeah, for each other. Next one's going here with a +9. So I
Oh no no
need
no!
a.
I think it would work like that because regardless of location, Aristios gains +1 level, and has an additional melee strike. The for each other Aristios, I believe, is for the +2 strike, not the +1 level. I think I could be wrong.
Yeah, because it
That's weird
says
wording. I'm
yeah,
gonna
it says
say
he
that
gains
it
a
is. He only
level.
gets the +1 for each
Yeah, it says
other.
he gains a level and a strike for each other. Yeah, I
Yeah.
think. I think that's how that works. But I
Mm-hmm.
don't know. The guy's weird. Okay, so third swing is +9, going here, and which means I need a 12 or better. Miss, and then we'll try the same thing. 12 or better, miss. There's those Supremus rolls.
All right. Well, let's. I'm just gonna let you draw a couple more cards. Gladys is
Ooh,
gonna let
I'll
us do
take
that.
it. Take one. That's a good lineup there. Okay, let's go ahead and swing with some +11s. We'll go here first. So that means I need a 10 or better.
Mm-hmm.
Got her.
Blammo.
Then we'll go here for a 10 or better.
Mm-hmm.
Nope. And one more time. Nope.
I'm gonna put Gladys down. She's gonna have Ham Dryer move up, and then he'll fix rank.
Right. Um, okay. Let's do swing with this guy.
Mm-hmm.
So +9 going here means I need a 12 or better. Nope. And then next one is a 15 or better. Same target. Oh, so close. You almost had him, little baby dragon.
Let's put a Karen into play.
Okay, I will swing here. So this is +13
Mm-hmm.
going here. For which means I need a 11 or better.
Yeah, he's got 24 AC.
Whoop. And then next one, same target, I need a 13 or better. There's
There's
one.
a wound. All right, let's. You know, we'll just stun this guy all the way up. Whee!
Yeah. Woohoo. I will play Terror Shard.
Mm-hmm. You know what? I will concede to you because I don't think I have a chance of coming back from this. You've got a lot going on, and
There's
I'm just delaying the
there's
inevitable.
a few more dragons coming out. Yeah, I think that
Yeah,
Supremus was gonna eat you eventually.
yeah.
I actually had Blackwind earlier, which I thought would have been nice against, back when you had few skill bonuses,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, it worked out better this way, I think. Well, yes, thank you for the games. Yeah,
Oh,
sorry for the
absolutely.
onslaught of endless dragons there.
Hey, it happens. It's kind of what I expect when I play against a deck like that.
Yeah, yeah, I suppose. Then I'm happy to live up to the expectations.
Big dragons are scary. That's all I can say.
They are, yeah, yeah, they're very scary. Yeah. So, what other decks did you play in this tournament?
I played against Korios Bodak, which is just basically they just kill me because I got no
Yeah,
counters
that's the
against
fell.
that.
That's the fell blow one, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
I played against. I forgot what Sully was playing. What did
Oh
Sully
yeah, I
play?
just played him last round. He was playing. Uh, hold that thought. He is playing Azran the Foul, also
Yes.
dragons.
Yep. So
Yeah.
there was that. I played. I just have a very bad memory is my issue. Who did I play
Oh well, here
last?
I've got the whole record in front of me.
Oh yeah.
I can tell you then, if you need help with that.
Elring
He
Gaunt.
played Dragonbane. Yeah, who was, yeah. How was that? How was Elrain gone?
Wasn't too bad. Um, he basically killed himself. Because he had plus 12 to attack on his Flame Inferno. Uh,
Oh,
or Amadazi's Inferno, so he was just like, yeah, I gotta hope that I don't kill myself, because he had the dungeon in play that gives any character plus 3 attack and AC. While
okay.
it's attached, and anybody can make melee strikes against that character, and he mistakenly put it on the Amadazi's Inferno instead of his Warlord. But in the second game,
Oh,
he ended up killing me. It was just a super long match. Like, it took us a full hour and a half, and it was a draw.
yeah,
Um,
that's rough. I
who
mean, I'm one of those people that actually really enjoys long Warlord games, and I know much to the contrary to most of the players playing Ancients. But
Yeah,
for me, like I love having like a big beefy Zod, like fighting off two supremacists with one with each arm. Like that. Like I just love that. It makes me happy.
yeah. I mean, back in like original, like OG, I played pretty much Belial with just Blood Beneath Your Wings, Cavalry deck, mana or Mass Blessings, and just big
Yeah.
beefy boys drawing a bunch of cards. And that was back in the good old days when you could have other warlords in your deck too.
That was so great. Yeah, I was broken from the start,
Oh, it
and
was so good. I loved everything about it.
yeah, and when they made the change, I was like, "Yep, I knew that was coming,"
Made
but
sense.
still sad. I still have to change all of my decks.
Because those were big in the play area when we used to have like 20, 30 people playing in Buffalo, and we all, like, half of us had Duchess Bremen decks, which, was just, yeah, I got like every
Yeah,
fucking, fighter warlord you can get.
yeah, even the bad ones. Like whatever.
Mac and McCop, throw them in.
Yeah, you're like Sir Robert in a non-freak deck.
Yeah.
Sure, why not? He's got three strikes.
Hey, I'll make my
Um,
Free Kingdoms lower level.
yeah, yeah. There's like one other one in here.
The one that Dragonbane played, the Tenzia Dithinus, that was an interesting one. It was very spell blitz, and I couldn't keep up with that. This deck is
Yeah,
just incredibly slow, and it just kind of hopes
yeah,
to mitigate the damage. So I'm
yeah.
like, yep, let me just try and dirtle. If I can stabilize, and it's just bad news bears.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, this deck is definitely not the fastest either by nature, to the dragon decks. Um but that first game, I don't think I've had a hand that perfect in a long time with this deck. Getting Supremus and it's swinging on turn one is that's always bad news for my opponent.
Yeah, what were the other decks you were thinking about trying, or was it just LSR locked in?
For this one, it was pretty locked in because the first thought I had was that 60 cards is going to be harder to, find the card that you want, especially for like epic cards, cards that you can only have one of,
Yeah,
right? And I'm like, well, I know a warlord that doesn't care about that. How many cards are in your deck, right?
right.
So that was kind of my decision from the get go. Um, and in fact, I kind of did the same thing with Alliance when I built an Alliance deck. I'm like I really don't I cannot wrap my head around this idea of running two warlords at the same time, and I was like, wait a minute, there's a strategy I know. It's called dragons. So I built an Alisara Belial deck, and wouldn't you know it, it can get dragons out. Um,
To answer your question, Resto, unfortunately that rule was changed before Solucian came out, so he wouldn't have been able to start in the rank with Duchess Brimmen, or else I think that's probably a thing that would have happened.
Probably, yeah.
And then
Um,
people have been like, which one is your Warlord? It's like, well, Brimmen.
you
He's
know,
just starting in play.
that's what he does. That's his thing. But yeah, no. So I was pretty locked in on Alisara from the get go. Did you have some other ideas you were toying around with?
I waffled on 3 decks before settling on Beastmaster because I was like, this guy just does nothing really well until, like,
Yeah.
he's got the big numbers. But the other
I
one
do
that I
like the
thought
idea
about was...
of the 4 Aristioses in a deck. That's pretty fun.
Oh, yeah. I did
Yeah.
think about Mac and Macabre, just
Amazing.
for the pure lulls of it. Like, I think
Yeah.
Mac and Macabre would actually be pretty cool as just like a build him up super tough and ready himself a bunch and make a bunch of swings. But
I would love to build that deck one day if there was some way to make it even a little competitive. I would try it, but I'm not the right guy for that. So
trying to... Oh, I forgot. I tried to sign in on another screen for Untap. Because I was trying to remember what the other deck I had that I was going to try was. But that's okay. I can just leave this because it's not like we're doing anything in the game.
yeah. We're done with you, game.
Yeah. I think I thought about a 60 card. Belial was the other one.
Yeah,
Where it was primarily just going for also just have a bunch of dudes and play with a lot of meat. And then go for the kill with Jalile, Blood Beneath Your Wings, and Spring Up.
yeah, that would be fun. I bet that would be a good time. Um, I feel like there were probably a lot of other fun concepts that I maybe could have come up with, for this tournament, but by the time I had given it any thought, I was pretty locked into Alisara. So then I had kind of already given up on any other ideas, which was sad. I probably should have put more thought into it, but I do love playing Alisara, throwing
Yeah.
dragons around. So
She's
yeah.
a fun deck. I would have
Yeah.
loved to have tried Fire Fist, or Quarteth Fire Fist in Ancients as well, as
Yeah.
a 40 or 60 card. But I also
Yeah.
think he can be pretty viable. I just haven't put my foot down and actually played with him in an event. Like, I have a 50 card deck built for him, and I think he could be fine. Just being able to
Yeah.
attach like a level, 4 fighter action, or you just put like, hey, he's +1 level until end of turn. Now he's got like Obliterate on him. He's going to be doing that once a
Just
turn now.
forever. Yep, that's just a thing he does. Yeah, I barely know Cortez Fire Fist. Because I was out of the game by the time Stolen Destiny had come out, like right before.
Yeah.
Of course, when they came out with like all the craziest cards ever to exist. um, but yeah, he seems like he'd be fun. Yeah, he does seem like he'd be viable. I'm
Yeah.
surprised he doesn't see really hardly any play in Ancients.
Yeah, I think it's because people are kind of a little taken away just because of the fact that he's only got 7 AC, and he's plannered, so people are not going to have that hard of a time of hitting him. But I think there's something that you could do where you just super build him up and make like big swings. And then also, like, the deck that I have built consists of cards like the other Abyssal characters, like Zool, Shadow Reaver, and I think there's like one other one that is escaping me right now, but maybe I took it out. And Talus is in there, just because most of them can equip a level 1 or level 2 wizard spell as well, and you can use those once per turn, so you're just like, okay, I'll just put like Burning Hands and stuff like that on them, or...
Yeah, pretty good.
The low-level Shatter, I think, was another one that I put on them.
Yeah, I can imagine running like Power Word Kill in there for when they do start swinging on your Cortef.
Yeah.
You're like, wow. Yeah, nice. Well, I appreciate the game, sir.
Oh,
Did you want
absolutely.
to report, or do you want me to?
Yeah, you can report it. I'm
All right,
feeling
will do.
lazy.
Will do. Yeah, no worries there. It is, everyone I play almost is 3 hours ahead of me, so I'm always
Yeah,
like, it's closer to your bedtime than it is mine, so
true,
I'm happy to.
true.
Yeah. Well, thanks for having me, and
Oh, no problem.
yeah, and I hope you enjoyed the tournament. Next month, I got to talk to the other Medusans. I don't even know what we're doing. We're gonna
Yeah, I'm
figure that
kind of
out.
curious what we're gonna do. I figure in August there might not be one because Gen Con, but I could also see them just pushing it back. I don't know. I can't
Yeah,
remember.
yeah. We'll see. We'll see how crazy we're feeling.
All right. Well, Russell,
All right,
pleasure
sir.
as always. Thanks for being the positive
Likewise.
face in our chat.
I do that sometimes. I am an optimist.
I am
I
just a
share that trait
sarcastic
with you.
optimist. I guess pessimist.
And I'm over here being very seriously optimistic. All
All
right,
right.
man. We'll talk soon.
All right. Have a good one. And thanks everybody for
Bye.
stopping by.